Welcome back to The Way We Farm. It happens to be Thanksgiving Day 2024. I was out hunting, it's snowing today, and I got thinking about the history of our farm and what got us started farming. It's a very long story, so bear with me. My brother and I, 32 years ago on Thanksgiving morning, started combining with a 975. This is a 985. And we combined some corn with this 4 weeks ago. So hang on for the rest of the story. So Thanksgiving Day, 1992, we had a really cold summer. And we started combining 30% moisture corn on Thanksgiving morning. My brother and I had a 975 we bought in Canandaigua, New York from Corn Farm Supply with a 3-row narrow head. This is a 985, which is exactly the same machine, except this one has 20 more horsepower. And if you look on top of the grain tank, that extension there, that is factory with the auger comes out of the end there. Ours only had, it stopped right there, and we built homemade extensions on ours. My friend Jason Hassert, that has a big tractor YouTube channel, found this combine for me probably last January or February out in Michigan. I got friends that farm in Michigan. That's where our 7520 came from. So he ran over, looked at this combine, said it looked pretty good. We hired a friend to haul it home, and 4 weeks ago, I ran it in some corn. It did a great job. It was so much fun. The cab is so crude, but it was a lot of fun. So I'm going to climb in the cab and just show you real quick what the controls do compared to a modern combine. So now that I'm in my 50s, this door is a little narrow. If I had a Carhartt coat on it or coveralls, I'd barely be able to get in here. So obviously clutch pedal. To be honest with you, I'm not even sure what this pedal on the floor does, heading back. This is the hydrostatic. So it's, not hydrostatic, but it's variable speed. This lever does that. This one speeds and slows up the corn head or raises the reel on the grain head. And this one raises and lowers the head. 3-speed forward, 1-speed reverse. This little light, I believe, is if something plugs. Just a little throttle. This big tack is for the cylinder speed. There is no engine tack. There's a lever here, opens and closes the concave. And there's a crank here that you turn this and it speeds up or slows down the cylinder. So very basic. Ours, where this radio is, had a little heater. So when we were combining in that winter, that first winter, your right foot would be warm, your left foot would be freezing. This one actually is fancy, has heat, but no AC. The guy that owned it in Michigan had put a tachometer in here, but unfortunately it doesn't work. Maybe we'll get that working someday. And he also put a temperature gauge right here that I'm not sure 100% works. But still, very cool old combine. We had a lot of fun back in the day, covered a lot of acres. I think I said in the previous video, we did 525 acres the second year we owned this little combine with no grain cart and a 3-row head. But I was a lot younger and tougher then. I could work 24 hours a day. Now I can't. Years ago, I went to a toy show and found one of these little New Holland combines. So I bought it, and then I went to the same toy show like a year later and found another one, bought it for my brother. So I just wanted to show you that. That's kind of cool. So as promised, the comparison of the cab of the S680 compared to the New Holland. This is just a turn signal and a horn. No clutch pedal because it's fully hydrostatic. 2 brakes. This lever here is forward, reverse. This controls your header up, header down, side-to-side lateral tilt to your feeder house. Up, down is your feeder house speed. Side to side is your stripper plates on your corn head, or it also, I believe, I think that raises and lowers your reel, or puts your reel in and out, on the flex head. Separator engagement, I didn't even show you the levers. On the New Holland, there's 3 levers over here on the side. One turns on the separator, one turns on the header, and the other one is for your unload auger. Unload auger, boop, right there. Unload auger out, unload auger back. On that combine, you have to swing it out manually. Separator, header, 3-speed throttle, 2-speed transmission, park brake, two-speed 4-wheel drive, and a differential lock, AC, good radio. All your things are on your little display here. Push button. This is for Troy put this in. We have a Curry wind system on the flex head, so this is to control that, but that's not factory. But yeah, big improvement. So much quieter, so much nicer. The cat approves, and that's the little international rotary combine my friend was going to throw away. I didn't have the heart to throw it away, so I stuck it in the window of our shop, in the back of our shop. So while we're talking history, in 2009, my wife and I bought this 4430 from an estate sale, and it came with a loader that is now on our 4440. And in 2010, technically, is the first year we farmed, but this old 4430's been around. This year, basically just ran fertilizer spreader the last 2 years. Now we've bought bigger and better tractors, but that 4430 still got a soft spot in my heart. So a couple more toys in the toy barn. This 71 Chevy pickup truck, 3/4 ton, I bought when I was 19 years old. I still have it. We still drive it a little bit. We don't drive it as much as we'd like to. It needs a complete restoration. It's on the to-do list. 2010, the first year we farmed, it's a little hard to read that, but we found this 8440 at Poland Equipment out in Ohio, and we bought that, and this was our big tractor for quite a few years. This was the big dog on the farm. We ended up finishing grain carting with it. We rented this grain cart, we call it a grain buggy in Western New York, from our neighbor. Troy power washed it. We're gonna grease it and take it back to him here in a day or two when it's not snowing. 60/30. This goes without saying that that's one of my favorite toys. The 75/20, I'm torn. Every once in a while I think we should sell it, but then I talk myself out of it. Our 96/70 combines tucked away. We still need to wash this up for winter, but for now it's just hiding in here, keeping it dry. And smallest tractor on the farm, a little LA. That's Troy's. His uncle gave it to him as a wedding gift. That's kind of cool. Our 4320 runs the auger all fall. We run a 13-inch by 61-foot swing away with it. She needs a bath yet, but she's a good old girl. Our 4020's with the loaders behind there. And this is our friend's 1955 Oliver. He played with us at our plow day this summer. He's going to come and get it sometime before there's salt on the roads. And it's just kind of cool to have this sitting here next to the 4320. They both big workhorses back in the day.